Good morning, millennials.
I can't hold my breath like I used to.
Me too.
I've been having shortness of breath recently. It's very scary.
Maybe it's diabetes.
Maybe, is that what it is? I have no clue.
I don't know. Every time I have something that's like remotely painful, I'm like, it's diabetes.
Oh, no.
I live in constant
literally
fear of
have never
diabetes.
thought that. I'm like,
Well, we have it in our family.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's weird. The past few nights when I've been like laying down watching TV and I call out to Zach to complain about something, I can't even finish saying his name. Like I run out of breath.
Yeah, you know
and
it's
then
bad
I
when you
cough.
don't have enough breath to yell at your fiance.
No, it's bad.
I always somehow, no matter how tired I am, always have the breath in me to yell at Ben.
It's not about being tired. It's like instead I cough. It's very weird.
You know, I had a self-reflective moment last night. I went to dinner at Catch, which is the most poorly run restaurant, but the food is so good that like I keep going
Why
back.
is it poorly run?
Like even if you have a reservation, you're waiting 30 minutes.
Oh, but that's like any pop-in restaurant. They want you
Whatever.
at the bar
Whatever.
generating revenue.
Whatever.
It's a business model.
So I went with Ben and our friend John. And John was just like making me realize like how much of a nag I am. Do you know what I mean? Not a nag, but just like a bitch.
Were you being bitchy or were you?
No, just like I would like they gave you a buzzer so that like when they decide that your table's ready, it buzzes. And so it started buzzing and I was like, Ben, go. Like get the table. And John was like, I guess I said it in a bitchy way, but like I didn't mean it in a bitchy way. I was just like, Ben, go. Like move. Like and Ben was like, John was like, whoa, bitch. And like I guess it takes someone else to realize like I'm not a bitch, but like I can just be bitchy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna change or anything. It's just good to know.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know about yourself. It's always good to see yourself through someone else's eyes, and then decide you like the way you are.
Yeah, and like it's always good to see yourself negatively through someone else's eyes. Nothing makes you reflect more and like be more self-aware than like seeing yourself in a bad light.
Yeah. Well,
And I'm not talking about physical light.
I'm glad that happened to you, and
Voila.
good luck to Ben.
Some housekeeping announcements. I added a 4th show in Philly because they all sold out, and I added a 2nd show in Raleigh.
Ooh.
If I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me. So go to girlwithnojob.com to check it out. I'm also coming to Buffalo.
Ooh.
And honestly, of all the places I'm going to, I'm least excited to go to Buffalo.
That's really fair.
I just feel like
just be glad you're going in the summer, because those Buffalo winters, man.
Oh, it's a thing, yeah.
Are brutal.
I think it might be October, but it's still not bad.
October is beautiful upstate.
I don't know
Maybe
the date.
I'll
I'm
accompany
misspeaking.
You know I love upstate.
But I also feel like it might be super lit because I truly only want to live in a world where like all the restaurants are chains and like fast food, and like I feel like that's what Buffalo is. Like I feel like there's no like artisanal cuisine of Buffalo. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly, every town these days has their like own
Indigenous.
artisanal thing going on. Like the whole country's turning artisanal. So
It's really
I wouldn't
disappointing.
be surprised if Buffalo has like, pickled carrots as well.
Also, I'm sorry, I hear the demand for Boston. It's coming, but as I said, it will be at a very prestigious theater, one that could change my life. So it's very, I don't know, the deal's being made. My people are talking to their people.
That's exciting. Boston.
I know.
Oh, we talked about this
I
yesterday.
know, I'm really like, my amnesia's getting worse.
No, it's not that I have amnesia. It's like we go down
No,
these...
I do, I'm saying.
Oh, well, I'm saying we go down these roads of conversation and then we wind up sometimes having the exact same conversation because our brains like work in the same way that
But
they
do
did
you
a week
think
ago.
the listeners like that, or it's like give us new content?
No, I think they like it. We usually catch ourselves.
Speaking
like
of-
Carrie Underwood's husband not being Jenna Rink's hockey boyfriend.
Even though he is. Also, speaking of good new content, we did a Patreon episode yesterday that I think is one of my favorites. We made it very thematic. Because tomorrow morning we have an appointment with Dr. Sharon Giese, so there won't be a live show tomorrow, just podcast. But we were just talking about like self-care and like just beauty regimens and just like
Our thoughts on
plastic surgery in
surgery.
general. It was a really good, like interesting, educational episode.
Yeah, and it was inspired by our original trip to Sharon Giese's office, and we took a lot of Toast After Dark questions that made us just think about it very differently, and it was quite enjoyable. So go listen, patreon.com/themorningtoast, and if you subscribe now, you get access to the video of the NT podcast where you can see our reactions while we're talking to him, and the Morning Toast live show from Nashville.
It's lit.
So if you wait any longer, then you won't get to see this.
Yeah.
Anyways, are you ready for the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast?
I am, and I know it's not one of the stories, but just a little later on, I would like to talk about XXXTentacion.
Okay, is that his name?
I have no idea what his name is.
Extination?
Right, it's because I thought it was extension, but then I realized that's not spelled right. So then
Triple
I'm like,
X-tination.
that's what I think it's XXXTenation.
No, but like, what is it pronounced as? Triple X-tination?
I think it's extension.
Extension?
Oh, thank you.
French?
Extension.
It's French?
Spanish.
This story is wild, you guys.
And
we'll
I
get
don't
to
know.
it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
And we'll pull up actually a factual based story.
Yeah,
because
I know a lot of myths.
We just know like the memes around it,
Yeah.
not like the truth. Okay, first up, the MTV Movie and TV Awards aired last night, but they were filmed Saturday night.
So weird.
Which is just so confusing, and I think it was a miss for them because I didn't watch.
I didn't even know about it. And I know they paid a bunch of influencers, not me, to promote it. And like, I didn't even know that it was on last night until I was at a Pride party and there was a TV and someone walked in and was like, put on the VMAs. And I'm like, what?
It's not the VMAs, it's
MVMAs.
MTVMAs.
No, it's MVMAs.
MTV, it's Movie and TV Awards. They combine them now.
Whatever.
But I only knew because then writer Ross posted that Madeline won something,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, I
Good
guess
for
they're
her.
airing right now. Good for her. She is a scene stealer.
And she's an actress.
And we're going to tell you all of the awards. And she's literally the only person that I've seen who's won an award. Oh, and Stranger Things. Okay. Tiffany Haddish hosted, which that's the only reason why I'm upset
In
that I
tune
didn't
with what's
watch.
necessary.
But I didn't realize, I forgot to record it, and now I wouldn't know how to watch it. So actually, I'm sure it's airing on MTV all day today.
And like, there's a way.
Where
there's a Wi-Fi connection, there's a way.
Okay. Best show, Stranger Things won, which just
I'm so over everyone being obsessed with Stranger Things. It's like weird. They're kids. Leave them alone.
I'm not into Stranger Things,
And
but I've also never given it a chance.
I've never given it a chance. Don't intend to. I'm so over like the obsession that is Millie Bobby Brown. Like she tries way too hard. Whatever. She has the same machine behind her that was working on Tori Kelly, that was working on Meghan Trainor.
Does she?
No, I'm just assuming. Like the same
no,
team of people that are dying for this person to be famous and be like universally well liked. Well, it's not working because I don't like her.
She has like a hipster team of people.
And I know it's like mean to say you don't like a kid, and I'm sure she's really nice in person, but like I don't know, I'm not into her.
And she's also 30 years old, so.
Yes, no, she's like 6, but also 75.
But Stranger Things is not a better show than Game of Thrones and Riverdale.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
For that reason.
Especially for the MTV audience.
Totally. Best performance in a show, Millie Bobby Brown, Stranger Things.
Oh my God.
Best comedic performance, Tiffany Haddish,
Girl with No
Girls
Job
Trip.
on The Morning Toast.
Tiffany Haddish, Girls Trip. I heard it was a really tough race.
No, but actually, like, she was epic in that. And it launched her whole career, so, like, I'm happy for her.
I totally agree.
I feel like the length of this shirt makes my arms look, like, disproportional to my body. Do you know what I mean?
It's 3/4 length.
That's better.
Okay.
Okay.
Best Hero, Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. Best Kiss, Nick Robinson and Keenan Lonsdale, Love, Simon.
Okay. I didn't see it, but I heard great things.
Also, the other kisses that were nominated, like, I don't even know them.
Who were they?
For Gina Rodriguez and Justin Baldoni and Jane the Virgin. But I don't watch a show, but aren't they, like, together? Don't they kiss every episode? Which kiss would have been
Right,
the one
the
kiss?
one.
Like, in the
It's
Notebook.
also like a weird award.
In the Notebook, we know the one kiss.
Right, with the rain and
I
the
feel
jump.
like it's an award really for movies.
Yeah.
Olivia Cooke and Ty Sheridan from Ready Player One, KJ Apa and Cami Mendes from Riverdale, but like which kiss?
Right, like they're dating.
The shower scene. Oh my, do not give that a scene any awards. Very inappropriate.
I don't want that to get encouragement, that we want to see more of that.
No, I'm down for a shower scene.
dad
but
just
not
died.
not when you're washing your father's blood off of
Yeah.
you. That's when I'm not down for it. And then Finn Wolfhard and Millie Bobby Brown in Stranger Things. So I'm glad we didn't give
Oh
it
my
to
God, Millie Bobby Brown kisses someone in Stranger Things? She's like 6.
That's wild.
That's disgusting.
Oh, best reality series / franchise, Keeping Up with the Kardashians won.
Obviously. Was anyone there to collect?
No, but Vanderpump Rules was there, but they didn't win.
Oh my God, honestly, like great for the Vanderpump Rules cast for getting themselves on a legit red carpet, like the MTV, whatever they're
But
called.
they're also like so above that too.
No, like this is a very prestigious thing for them to go to, and it's a perfect alignment of.
It's not prestigious for them to go to. It's what
Yes,
they
it
should
is.
be
They
going
were like
to.
legit, real celebrity. Kendall and Kylie, or Chris and Kim were there.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like when have they ever been in the same room as Chris and Kim? Like, as famous as they are to us in like the Universal universe, they're like B- list at best. You know?
No, I don't know. Most frightened performance, Noah Schnapp, Stranger Things. I've never seen any of the things that were nominated. Scene stealer, Madeline Petch, Riverdale.
Obviously.
Obviously. She truly does steal the scene.
Every scene stolen, nowhere to be found.
Best on-screen team, all these people from It. I don't know what that is. Wow, I'm so old. Like,
No, but
reading
like,
this, and it's like, I don't even know the nominees. Actually, Jumanji, Ready Player One.
What is
What
that?
is Ready Player One?
No
is it
clue.
Steven Spielberg?
fuck him.
You guys, Steven Spielberg is
Read the blinds. poltergeist.
It's out of control.
Out of control. No one's talking about it. Speaking of the blinds.
And I'm not going to be the one.
I went live this morning, and a bunch of people were like popping off about Vanessa and Hudgens' blinds. Drama. I'll tell you what it is. Actually, I have a hilarious story. So when Vanessa Ann Hudgens was, actually no, when I was in middle school, I don't know how old Vanessa Ann Hudgens was, she had a nudie release, and that was like a really big deal because she was just transitioning out of Disney, like, and what was crazy about the whole thing is that she had a bush, like, and someone, I remember literally like it was yesterday, some boy in my grade showed it to me in science lab, and I was like, I didn't even, like, the concept of like finding someone's nude picture was like so lost. I mean, now I can find it in 2 seconds on Twitter, but before that I didn't really know like how to get it, and so he showed it to me, and I was like, oh my god. I remember it was in a hotel room. It was like red
it was very
carpet
70s.
and 70s with the bush,
all
and she had
around
a
the
big bush, and I was like, wow, I thought bushes like weren't cool anymore, but I guess she was really like a kid.
Stop, this is making me sick.
And so what they're saying is that that nude was leaked because she had sent that nudie to Dan Schneider, like, as, you know, as all, not, like, she didn't send it because she, like, wanted him. She sent it because he made her. And whatever. I can't really explain the line because I don't remember it, but go read it.
That she sent it to Dan Schneider sent it to Harvey Weinstein, and Harvey Weinstein leaked it when she didn't show up for one of his auditions. That's what the line says.
Very uncool.
Very uncool. Best musical moment, wow. What a miss. Mike and Eleven danced to Every Breath You Take from Stranger Things. Even though Greatest Showman was nominated for, Greatest Showman should have, Rewrite the Stars was nominated, which should have won because Zach and Zendaya are so MTV Movie and TV Awards. But
MTV.
every nomination in this should have been Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Kate sings Landslide from This Is Us. I can't imagine that
oh my god, honestly,
a musical moment.
I'm so done with This Is Us. Like, and they're just like, they're bullshit fake show. Like, I watched the first season, and like I was trying to get into it, and like I was really trying to be like, this is so sweet. And like, I can't with the show. I can't.
No, I can't. I shan't.
And I went.
I truly went, and I never have. And
So
I
missed the MTV Video and TV Awards, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
I really feel like I was there after reading this very in-depth article.
Right, and now you know like what.
I missed nothing.
What's going on with the children.
I didn't want to watch a sweep of Stranger Things, so you know I'm good.
The children are really into like horror sort of thing, like
Yeah, like-
paranormal, scary movies. I've never seen a scary movie in my life.
I've seen, oh my god, Along Came a Spider is the scariest movie I've truly ever seen, where Morgan Freeman plays a detective who saves this little girl who's like the daughter of like a very important senator who gets kidnapped, and like they take her on a boat, and it's the craziest. And then like the agent that Morgan Freeman's working with turns out to be a double agent, and she's like in on the kidnapping. The craziest movie of all time. I watched it when I was a kid and I couldn't sleep. I watched Law and Order, which is basically like one big scary movie, and I've seen The Grudge.
I've never seen any scary movie.
Me and Margot saw The Grudge together, and I used to do that like in her ear, and she would literally freak out like,
Claudia, are we gonna get sued for using their
yeah, copyrighted.
using their audio?
I used to think I was like special because I could do it. Do you know what I mean? Can you do that? Oh, okay. Like everyone could do it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, congrats to all the big winners from Saturday night that's being passed off as Monday night. I really need to know like what the reason was.
Like, does it save money to not live air it?
I guess so. Like you don't need the streaming, but they definitely lost so many viewers.
No, I'm genuinely curious. Like, I know someone who works at MTV. I'm gonna ask her. Like, was this a success?
And like, what was the reasoning behind it?
Yeah, no, there was definitely a reasoning behind it.
I think it was monetary.
It's just so weird to have like a red carpet. Maybe it's because they have 2 big award shows and they can't spend so much money on both. And if they're gonna do one, it's gonna be the VMAs.
Yeah.
I love the VMAs.
But like, you're already spending so much money on the award show. Like, what's an extra $1
Go all out
to stream it?
Totally.
I don't know. Okay, next up, this is such a weird story from Nina Agdal and Jack Brinkley-Cook,
yeah.
who are dating, and they allegedly flipped on a club guest after raunchy PDA session. So Nina Agdal, a supermodel ex of Leo's, was seen straddling...
That is so sad that is what she's referred to as. Like, she's had a blossoming career. She's on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and all she's ever going to be known for is, like, having dated Leonardo DiCaprio for a little bit longer than some other girls.
Yeah.
Sad.
And having sat near me on SoulCycle once.
Yeah. Does it say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's page 6, of course.
Of
They
course.
know everything. Was seen straddling new boyfriend Jack Brinkley-Cook at Montauk Hotspot Gurney's on Saturday night. But when the couple's canoodling was caught by a guest, the lovers allegedly flipped. A source says Agdal and Brinkley-Cook, the son of Christy Brinkley, were first spotted making out by a fire pit at the resort's clubby deck after dining at Scarpetta.
That's the same
Deck
fire deck where we saw Tom DAgostino.
So much happens on this deck.
It's quite historic.
If the deck could
talk. That would be
They were then
weird.
escorted to a VIP area, and she jumped on top of him and started straddling him, our surprise source says. They were dry humping, making out, and he had his hand up her shirt. They were really going at it. She was bouncing up and down on his lap. When the gobsmacked guests started snapping pics of the alleged midnight mating ritual, Agdal approached the cameraman. She said, "Let me see your phone. Give me your phone," said the Shutterbug, PR pro of the incident. She was saying, "You've got to delete those." But there is a photo on page 6 of her on top
Well, because
of him.
even if you delete a photo, it stays in your trash for like 6 months.
Right.
Everyone knows that. Big mistake, Nina Agdal. I guess you don't know everything. This is just so weird because he's legit my age.
Is he?
Yes, like I knew of him growing up.
And how old is she? She's like 26, right?
Oh,
yeah,
is she?
She's 26.
So he
and
must be
he's
20
23.
Okay, that's not that bad.
No, but she just like seems
Older because she's tall, and I think he's like a very average-heighted man.
And she's just like been around the block.
She really has like. No, I'm kidding.
No, she's really pretty.
No, beautiful.
This is a weird story though.
No, totally. Like you're both rich enough to have your own homes. Like just go to one.
And like I'm assuming you're staying at the hotel. Like just
Yeah,
get a room, literally.
Literally get a room.
And also, it's like you're clearly very like had a drink or two because you're making out in public. So like that's. But you won't let people say like you're gonna go crazy when someone takes a picture of it. Like how are you even present?
And I'm
enough to
annoyed. Like I
realize?
could have used some high quality footage.
Yeah, this is not high quality.
Yeah.
But
We need real paparazzi photos.
young love.
Christy Brinkley is a dime and a half.
Yeah, and this is actually like a kind of cute couple because it's like Sports Illustrated.
And she kind of looks like the mom. Like they have like similar like blonde beachy like American Girl vibes.
Yeah, I'm kind of here for it. I'm sure like Chrissy like gives her modeling tips.
They say
And
you
she
always
doesn't
like date
listen.
someone who looks like your parents.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
Do you think that's true for you?
Yeah,
Me too.
for sure. But do guys date girls that look like their mom? I've only really heard that girls date guys that look like their dad.
No, it's not look like. It's like
Vibe-like.
vibe like. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's definitely Christy Brinkley vibes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think I'm anything like Ben's mom. She's literally the sweetest, nicest person. Like, and,
And
wouldn't
you're apparently a
hurt
bitch.
a fly. Like her, like, couldn't be more different.
You would hurt a fly?
I do all the time.
Okay.
I swear I saw a cockroach in my house last night.
Stop. Why?
I didn't see it. I just saw like a figure move in the corner of my eye.
Was
and by
it-
the time I looked over, it was like gone. But I had an appointment with the exterminator today anyway.
Was it Theo?
It could have been so many things, you know?
Oh my God, that just gives me the willies.
I know.
I can't believe you would like come clean about that.
It's a very average problem to have in New York.
It's true.
You
but
just moved in. Wait.
It's a scary problem.
I will truly never,
I
ever,
just
ever,
don't
ever.
understand how they get up the elevators. Like, you know,
They're
how
cockroaches. They could survive a nuclear war. They're the only people.
No, I know, but like they take the stairs. Like, how do they get up all the way to your?
They
apartment?
climb.
They climb.
The pipes.
Oof, I can't think.
The
about cockroach.
pipes are crawling.
Okay, next up.
Danny boy.
Do you,
I think Moira sings that in Schitt's Creek.
I
right?
think so too. But
In one of her
what's
various
the next
auditions.
lyric?
Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Danny boy, the pipes. No, I don't know.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, craziness. Siesta Key, Pauly Paul was busted for weed. When I saw this article, I was like,
Wait,
this
say
is
that again?
old
Oh,
news.
DJ. Oh, no, not DJ Pauly D.
Pauly Paul.
Good. I truly only wish bad things for him. There's just truly a special place in hell for like boys who call girls fat.
Totally.
Literally, they could die. They could all drop dead.
I hate Pauly Paul. I
Who
can't
called
believe
Rihanna
he's-
fat?
The guy from Barstool. Actually, it might have been your boy.
No.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
It was someone from Barstool.
It was someone from E
no,
ESPN.
No. I'm sorry. Was it Barstool or was it? It was like. Actually, it might have been Barstool, or it's like another guy website that's Farstool.
Bro Bible?
No, it
I'm
was
gonna Google
definitely
it.
Farstool.
No, it wasn't. Hold on, let me look.
No, Farstool. Like some shitty.
Sport reporter called Rihanna fat. Like, I never know what to Google. He may not have called her fat. He said she needs to lose weight.
No,
Reporter
he said
slammed
that-
for calling Rihanna fat. Barstool Sparks, Chris Spags Spagnuolo. Oh, what a fucker.
What he said was, I think his thesis was that Rihanna is making guys realize that they're into fat girls, something like that.
Okay, the piece was based on pictures of Rihanna from this past Saturday where the singer, well, this was a while ago, where the singer was seen wearing jeans and oversized button-down and boots. The writer said he was worried that Rihanna's fatness would influence her fans to get fat too and added, so you see her pushing 180 and it's a tough world to stomach. The title of the article was, "Is Rihanna going to make being fat the new hot trend?" Okay, I'm done with him. Spags.
Do you know him?
No. It's obviously not that famous. What a fucker. No, truly, like, I'm the most, like, anti-PC. Like, say whatever you want. I get that, like, some humor is offensive. Like, I'm so here for it. But, like, there is truly a carved out room in hell for boys who call girls fat. And the leader of the pack, Pauly from Siesta.
Yeah.
I will never, ever forgive him what he said to Chloe. And, like, I know she's forgiven him just for, like, the sake of, like, a good season 2. But I will not.
Not even what he said, because that comment was, like, kind of...
Oh, he got fired from Barstool after that.
Really?
He doesn't work there anymore.
I guess that's where they draw the line.
Oh, no, good for them.
What he also did was, like, he would, like, take Snapchats of her, like, in her bathing suit and, like, put the whale emoji. Like,
Literally,
that's horrible.
the devil.
The devil.
The devil.
I hope he rots in hell and in prison, and I really hope they'll stop putting him on TV. Like, I've finally gotten able to stomach Alex Campos with his shark dragging tendencies. But Pauly Paul, I'm out.
No, I'm so out, and he brings nothing of value to the show. I'm so interested, like, why they keep him on. Probably because his uncle
They're
is
not
the
even
producer.
related.
I know, uncle. But, like, he brings nothing to the show. He's so gross looking. Like, he never really gets involved in drama. He doesn't have, like, a girlfriend or anything. Why are you laughing?
When he performed at the
With the microphone.
That was truly, like, if you look up justice being served in the dictionary, you see a video of Pauly Paul performing.
And here's the thing. If you want to go ahead and call someone fat, especially a girl, you yourself have to be stunning, smart, rich, gorgeous, have a great job. Pauly is unemployed, lives in his cousin's house, couldn't be in worse shape, physically, emotionally, or mentally, and just got a DUI.
In this picture.
Oh, and he just got a DUI.
No, he got busted for pot.
Whatever.
Pot.
Who are you to be casting dispersions on others?
He was released on a $1,500 bond.
That Alex Campos probably paid.
He's such a
What
waste
is
of
the
space.
deal with bond? Do you get it back when you show up to court? I think so.
Yeah. It depends.
So you just have to have the money handy. You don't, like, actually.
Yeah.
You need to be able to get access to $1,500 even if you don't really have it.
Yeah. Either you have it or, well, most bonds are, like, a lot of money.
Yeah.
So you can also go to a bail bondsman and, like, sell your watch as collateral for bond, and then when you get your bond back, you can get your watch back. That sort of thing.
And is that what the show Dog the Bounty Hunter is about?
No. Bounty?
That show is crazy.
Isn't bounty hunting like when someone is wanted for crimes and you got to go find them? So you send a bounty hunter.
But they always do something with the bond. I don't know. Bond confuses me. It's a good thing though because that means I've never been arrested.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
There's a first time for everything though, sister. Anyways, let's start a petition to get Pauly Paul kicked off of the show.
Yeah, you get it back if you show up to court. If you never show up, you don't get it. I guess that's like good. That's a good way to ensure people like come to court.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to court?
Yes.
Besides for jury duty?
No. I don't think so. Maybe like in middle school, like we went to like
Mock
fake
jury.
court.
Yeah.
No, or like when we saw the Liberty Bell, like we also saw the court where they signed
No,
the
I mean like an
declaration.
active court.
I don't think so. Have
Me
you?
neither.
We gotta go.
I know.
I'm sure we'll hate it.
Totally.
Ooh, jury people.
The,
Vote for L.
The Roger.
That's still the funniest thing. Okay, next up, Chris Pratt looks smitten with Katherine Schwarzenegger. He is like seeing Arnold and Maria's 28-year-old daughter.
That's like a very age-appropriate girl, which is shocking.
Which is shocking.
I like love and fucking hate Chris Pratt. Like I love him because I just appreciate his genesis in the business. Like I feel like he had a really similar trajectory to Miles Teller. Like they paid their dues. Miles Teller did all the movies where he played like a drunk college kid. Chris Pratt played all the movies where he was like the fat friend, you know? Like they did what they were supposed to do and now they're both being able to like pick roles that they want to pick and like just have the career that they wanted. So I appreciate how like the hard work he put in. But I know for a fact that he's a dick and I feel like he's so mean to Anna Faris and like I always thought it was weird that they were together, and now that they've broken up, like I can just tell he's a dick.
How do you know for a fact that he's a dick?
Everyone knows that's like a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But like, didn't you see on Watch What Happens Live?
No, he was on.
No, her.
Oh, maybe.
When she was on Watch What Happens Live LA with Snoop Dogg, and like,
yes,
she wasn't what I expected either.
No, but like I expected her to be a weenie. Like she's not really so popular anymore. She has a podcast. Like I mean, hello, we do too.
I used to love her.
Me
and
too.
I used to love him. I don't know. Maybe it's just Hollywood.
When she was in her House Bunny days, like the glory days, that was like everything. To me, she was on par with like Elle Woods. But she like stopped working when she had kids. Not that that's bad, but she just became different, and now she's like a weenie, I think.
I guess. Well, I hope that they both find love. And it looks like he has.
They had a picnic in the park.
It was really cute, and she's like wearing a
what's
big
her
sweater.
name? Katherine
Schwarzenegger.
Very
and
cute.
It's like so crazy that she's Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter. Patrick Schwarzenegger's sister?
Yeah. Remember when Patrick Schwarzenegger was dating Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
I had hope for them.
Me too.
But honestly, I ship Miley and Liam till the day I die.
And luckily, they heard your cries.
Yes, they did. What story are we on? It feels like we've been talking for 2 hours.
We are on story number 4, and we have not been talking for 2 hours. But we have a lot of range of stories today, you know,
Right.
from
business to tech.
from legal news to celebrity relationship news to awards news. Also, he won the Generation Award at the MTV Awards, and he gave like a very long speech, anti-bullying, you know.
So what?
I don't know.
Who won? Patrick?
Chris Pratt.
Oh, sorry. I forgot what we were talking about. How did we come up with Chris Pratt? Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm
This
all over the
story
place.
is just like
It's so bizarre.
so weird.
How did they meet?
I don't know.
No, Chris Pratt is so hot. But like I can't get past what I think I know about him. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know anything about him, but yeah, there's something not right because no one like has that much of a glow up and just like stays normal.
Stays humble.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Especially a guy.
Speaking of Miles Teller, there's a guy on The Bachelor who looks just like him, and it took me until last night to figure it out. That guy, Blake, I think his name is. The top of his hair is flat, and he went on the one-on-one. He went on the one-on-one where they're smashing TVs.
Well, that would mean that Blake is really hot.
Yeah,
because
and I think
Miles
Becca
Teller's
really
hot.
likes him. I think he's going to go really far. And we'll talk about The Bachelor in a little bit. I know
I
you
didn't watch it, and
You didn't miss anything except Colton lifting up a 400-pound tree trunk. It was.
What?
I mean, they all kind of did, but when Colton did it, it was.
Do you want to see a physical manifestation of how I feel when I don't watch Bachelorette?
I think I can guess.
Freedom! 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 You gotta get what you take.
Nice.
Thanks. It's just like, I didn't even know it was on, and I was like out to dinner, and I was like, I don't even care.
No, it was truly cramping my style. I felt like I had to watch just so that like we could touch on it today. And I'm in the middle of starting Mad Men. I just started season 2, and it's like I'm watching this masterful television, and now I have to go watch The Bachelorette.
Okay, wait. Update. I watched like 10 more episodes of Sex and the City, and this is the part where she took a break from Big, but then they got back together, and she didn't tell her friends at first, but now they're back together. And like, can you change a man? All that stuff. So Miranda just met Steve. Here's the thing. I stand by the fact, like, the whole season, and like, you're under this spell that you believe that like Big is this non-committal like dick who like never lets her into his life. And the more I watch, the more like that is not true. Like, literally, she said I love you, and a few days later he was like, I know you're mad, but that I didn't say it back, but like, just know that like I need to do it in my own time because I've said it before and it's gotten me into a lot of trouble. A very mature thing to say. Like, I don't know, I just feel like we were under this spell, like that Big is this bad guy, and like so far what I'm seeing, he's not.
No.
He does nothing wrong.
She's the problem.
Right.
Like, that's,
she acts like
she's the common denominator.
He's very upfront with her about everything, that he's not really wanting to get married, that he is like a little weird, but that he loves her and he cares for her. So why is she acting like she knows none of this? And then he does something and it's like a big surprise.
Because she is just like a child and she can't understand what's good. And when she has it good, she has to ruin it.
Then, when Miranda meets Steve, treachery in the episode with the suit where he can't afford it, and then he literally breaks up with her because he's like poorer than her. That is like, I felt so bad for her. I'm telling you, Miranda is the real protagonist. And I know no one believes me because we're so blinded by the fact that she's like annoying and has short hair, but she is the GOAT. The real show is Miranda. That's like a real problem. Like, she works so hard, like literally no one wants to date her because she's rich.
No, and did you see the episode yet where she pretends to be a stewardess?
No.
Oh my God, she does speed dating, and guy after guy, she's like, I'm a lawyer, and that's where the conversation drops off.
Right.
And so she's finally just like, I'm a stewardess. And the guy is so interested.
Right.
And they wind up going on a date, and she's talking about being a stewardess, and like he is like obsessed with her being a stewardess. It's really funny.
No, I'm telling you, she is the GOAT. And also, more things I'm thinking about. One thing that doesn't add up in the show is like Charlotte is so like prim and proper, and like we know girls like that. Girls like that don't have sex with as many guys as Charlotte has sex with. Like, Charlotte has like multiple relationships and sex with lots of men. And yes, I know she waits 3 weeks, but like girls like Charlotte don't have as much sex as Charlotte is having.
She's also like 30 plus. Just wait till your friends who are like that reach 30
Fine.
and are unmarried.
Fair. But I'm just saying, like, that's a small break in the plot.
But it's Sex in the City, so
Yes.
they gotta be having sex.
And when Samantha dates the old man and he brings her jewelry, that was great.
Yeah, I love Samantha. Also, there was one crazy thing that happened on The Bachelorette last night. Not crazy, but I couldn't believe what I was watching. So there's a guy, Jean Blanc, the perfume connoisseur, and he's been like really like upstanding this whole time and like mature. And he gifted Becca a bottle of custom perfume called like Becca Blanc, which is kind of cute. Considering he's the connoisseur. And then he goes, after 4 weeks of group dates that he's been on, he was like, I love you.
There's so many guys left.
And it was on a group date. He's only been on group dates. And he said, I'm falling in love with you. I love you. And she was like.
Did you send him home?
Well, she was like, I'm not there yet. Like, and I don't think that I'm going to get there. So she had to send him home. It was very uncomfortable.
Good.
And not only does he ask for his perfume back.
What?
He goes, I didn't mean it. I just said it because I thought that's what she wanted to hear.
Honestly, I believe him.
And she like lost her mind because like all she wanted, like she just, that's her worst fear. It's like someone telling her that they love her again and like they don't even mean it. So it was so bad. I couldn't believe what I was watching. And Zach hates The Bachelor. It's the only show of mine that like he won't watch, but he happened to be in the room and he was like shook. He like couldn't believe what we were watching.
Took the perfume back. That's hilarious.
It was hilarious. And then they went to Utah. I literally think they were there the week that we were there.
No.
Because timing-wise, it makes sense because the end of The Bachelor was like...
Yes, you're right.
The beginning of March. And the sky and the snow, like the snow looked the same. And they went,
but like it is Utah. It looks the same all the time.
No, like in the sense that it was kind of melted and it was a really pretty sunny day.
We'll figure
And they went snowmobiling just like us. It was
at the same place?
No, they didn't go where we went, but it looked the exact same.
I love snowmobiling. It's like my new favorite activity. Like, honestly, I've never felt more free. I mean, and when we were in Turks and Caicos, we went jet skiing, which is like the same thing, but nothing compares to like being on the top of a mountain and like looking over. And I never thought I was like a nature freak, but like I literally stopped every 10 seconds to take pictures of the trees.
But like, there's like certain nature that's undeniably
beautiful,
like, breathtaking.
And that's like trees with all the leaves gone and just like snow falling from them. It was literally like I was going insane, screaming at the top of my lungs, and no one could hear me. Like it was the best feeling ever. And I thought I was gonna be like a big weenie afraid, like Olivia. Honestly, like, I didn't see that coming. Like,
no, who would you have guessed?
Me.
Oh, I would have guessed me.
Yeah, like I'm
because
really,
I don't drive. And you guys do.
I have like low tolerance for like anything. Like I'm afraid of everything. Like actually, and I was like ready to be. We were on like a group trail. I was ready to like be at the back of the trail, like with the instructor being a huge weenie. And like the second I got on it, I just had like a need for speed, and we all really did. And of all the people that we thought in our group like would be like scared, I definitely did not think it was going to be Olivia. And homegirl was being crazy. Like literally, she wouldn't move without the instructor. She got lost twice. Like she was literally, when we got off, she was crying. She's like, and we were like, can we come back tomorrow?
She's like, I'm done.
And we were get off. We were like, we didn't want it to end. We're like, can we do another tour tomorrow? And we like went inside and signed up. And Olivia was like, I can't. Like I'm not going. Did she go the second time? No.
Yeah, no, she did.
Oh, she did. Oh
because like how could she not? But it's still crazy.
No, and the second time was worse because we had the
believe...
same instructor and he knew that we were like now somewhat advanced.
And
so
we had a need for speed.
And we had a need for speed and he knew we were like crazy. So he took us on like an advanced trail where like there was no markings. And I was like literally not okay.
No. And it's weird because you would think like Snitch, she's never driven a car. Like it would be the Snitch who was like slowing us down, which would have been understandable, but no.
She's the youngest. No, Olivia, like, honestly, I will never forget that.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyways, they did that on her one-on-one last night, and it looked incredible. Yeah. She had a couple of good one-on-ones last night, and I'm feeling like there's love in the room.
Okay. You feel it?
I feel like my husband could really be in this group of men.
Okay, what's our fifth story?
Okay, our fifth story is actually, like, groundbreaking. A gay royal wedding. Queen Elizabeth's cousin Ivar will marry his partner and his ex-wife will give him away. It's a first in British royal history. Lord Ivar Mountbatten, cousin to Queen Elizabeth, will wed James Coyle at a private chapel on his country estate in Devon this summer, marking the royal family's first ever gay marriage. Ivar, who came out in 2016, years after he and his ex-wife Penny divorced, told the Daily Mail that while he didn't feel like he needed to get married, quote, because I've been there, done that, and have my wonderful children, he really wanted to do it for James. James hasn't had the stable life I have, he continued. Turning to his husband-to-be, he added, I want to be able to give you that. That so sweet.
Is so amazing. And during Pride Week, this is so crazy. I didn't even know that there was a gay royal, and never in my life did I think that there would be a gay royal wedding. This is fantastic.
This is fantastic.
Honestly, it's the Meghan Markle effect. Progressivism. Nonstop.
It's true. And I'm so here for it. And also, I'm loving that, like, I mean, maybe this has always been happening, but I just wasn't paying attention, that, like, every day there's another royal event where we get to see, like, the glitz and the glamour and Meghan Markle stepping out.
Speaking of a royal event, I have major news.
Oh.
I have major news.
You do. You do.
We spoke about her yesterday on the show. If you guys know, Kitty Spencer, we're obsessed with her. She was best dressed at Meghan and Harry's wedding. She's also the niece of Princess Diana, right?
Yes.
She follows me on Instagram.
So she's the cousin of Prince Harry. And she
follows
follows
me on Instagram.
Prince Harry's cousin follows you
I
on
didn't even
Instagram.
realize that royals were allowed to have Instagrams.
Well, she's removed enough.
Right, because of Diana being crazy. But
also, like, if she were Prince Charles' niece, then she would have been, like, in the royal, but she's royal by marriage.
yes.
So
Kitty Spencer, she does follow quite a few people, like over 1,000, but I don't care.
So?
I followed her back, and now I'm going to be commenting on all of her pictures. Yes, Kitty slay. Yes, Kitty purr. That's what I'm going to say.
That's amazing. It's just so funny how the world works.
Do you think she would ever come on the toast?
Yeah, when she's in New York, for sure. Look how royal we are. She would love this chair. She'd feel right at home.
Right at home. We have a third one for her.
She could take it with her if she wanted.
So it's not a story. Wait, is this the fun? Did we
that
talk
was
about
the
a story?
fifth story, and now I'm going to pull up a story about
Extenacion.
who was dead at 20 after he was shot in South Florida. So, this is all the TMZ updates, but Extenacion was shot Monday, TMZ has learned, and an eyewitness tells us he appeared lifeless with no pulse. The 20-year-old rapper was shopping for motorcycles in South Florida, and as he was leaving the motorcycle dealer, a gunman ran up to his vehicle and shot him. XXS was in his share of feuds, but as far as we know, there were no ominous fights between him and anyone else. He's had serious legal trouble. He's awaiting trial for domestic violence against his pregnant girlfriend. He's facing more than a dozen felony charges. Prosecutors accused him of witness tampering. He was on house arrest, but the judge recently let him out so he could tour. He was well respected by other artists for his musical talent. Shortly after the news of his death, Kanye reacted. And now, since his death, all this stuff has come out about the domestic violence.
Okay, good, because, like, I hate when people, that would be like Chris Brown dying and no one saying, like, he beat the shit out of many women. Like, it's an important anecdote, and while it's definitely sad when people die, especially someone who's only 20 years old, like, I'm not going to mourn this loss so much, A, because I don't know who he is, and B, because if you see the pictures of his pregnant girlfriend, like, literally with black eyes, he apparently tried to drown her, like, okay, I'll live without you in this world, sorry.
Agreed.
And, like, why is it, okay, so I hate when people are, like, such an artist. Like, when he was alive, no one listened to his music, but now he's dead, everyone's like, a lost artist. Like, they also did that with, like, Christina Grimmie. Like, I didn't know who she was, and they were like, her music. But no one was talking about her music when she was alive.
It's true.
Like, give her the proper credit.
Or lack thereof.
Right.
But, yeah, we don't even know him well enough to know how to pronounce his name, and this will elude me until I go figure it out. It's XXX Tentation.
Tentacion.
So you're saying it's French?
Spanish.
XXX Tentacion?
No, it's extension.
Extension. And what does Tentacion mean in Spanish?
Extension.
And it's an extension of?
Jackie, don't make it more than it is, okay?
Okay.
He's a glorified SoundCloud rapper who beat the shit out of his girlfriend. I'm sure there are a few people who will miss him, but I'm not one of them.
No, considering we didn't know him in the first place.
Right.
So I hope that his pregnant girlfriend gets the justice that she deserves.
Totally.
And actually, she has.
Yeah,
so it's
she could sleep at night now.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what this was related to.
What a scary world we live in.
Totally. People just getting shot left and right.
And beating up pregnant women. Speaking of, not really, but Mad Men, just because something crazy, just crazy happened if you watch it after the end of the first season, like, Peggy, I knew that there was something happening, but, like, nothing, maybe I'll just say, because it's not like a spoiler, the show ended, like, 12 years ago.
Wait, no. Because
do you think you're gonna watch?
I maybe plan on watching it.
I don't think you would like it.
I know.
I think it's too slow for your liking, and the parts about it that I like, I don't think you would care about.
Okay, fine, so say it.
So she started working in the Mad Men office, and she started as, like, a cute little girl, and, like, she's just been, like, gaining a lot of weight, and everyone's, like, making fun of her, and it's really
so
sad.
mean.
They even put, like, a prosthetic double chin on her. Like, they changed how she
Did
looks.
they design it after mine?
No, it's like it's like very square.
Okay.
And, like, they made her look, like, really crazy, and I was like, she has to be pregnant. Like, no one just gains weight like this.
Right.
It's not like we're seeing her stuffing her face or there's something else going on. But she's not pregnant, and she's, like, drinking and living her life. And then one day at work, like, she's really not feeling well, and she goes to the doctor, and, like, she's in labor. Like, she didn't know she was pregnant.
Oh my God, I hear about those things all the time, And I just find it so hard to believe.
But apparently the show, like, everything is based on things that really happened.
Right.
So that must have really happened. And of course, like, you know, the father is someone in the office, one of the Mad Men. Those Mad Men were mad.
Okay, I really do. I'm very interested in talking about a show I've never seen, but there is a rumor going around that Chris and Jody might not return to Vanderpump Rules.
I saw that too.
What are your thoughts?
I think that makes a lot of sense.
I think it does too.
I like her, but she's not really involved in the main storyline except when it relates to James, and even that is like weak
so
and
played
thin.
out.
And like I think it's just like those girls that really brought the show to us and have done the Lord's work and all of the legwork on the show. It's sad, but now they're like being phased out. And if you're not a fan favorite like Stassi, you know,
you can't survive without
your
a
ass
storyline.
is grass.
Yeah.
But I also think like the show has given her so much. She seems really happy in her life, and it's not like she's acting out on TV to get on the show. Like if she really were desperate to stay on the show, she would have done last season or to be doing this season.
But like, where do you go from here?
You start a podcast.
Influencer? Yeah.
Influencer. I think she has a t-shirt line. I really don't know.
I don't know. This is like, it'll be interesting to see what trajectory the careers take of ex-Vanderpump Rules stars. Because The Bachelor, like, there's precedent. Like, you do a podcast, you make a clothing line, you make hoop earrings. Like, you do something. You know what I mean?
sent me her earrings.
I have to pick out a pair.
I'm so excited. I don't own a pair of hoop earrings.
Because you've never had your ears pierced.
My ears pierced. I'm going to put them on later. I'm so excited. I just opened them last night. I agree. But I'm glad that Vanderpump Rules is doing this because I want to see Vanderpump Rules stay alive for a while. And I think in order to do that, they have to, you know, they got to refresh.
Oh, she's also a comique?
She is comique.
Right.
I don't know. It's interesting. I feel like she just kind of likes to chill.
Yeah,
and
but
I feel like in
you
LA,
have to chill, but also pay your bills.
Yeah. If she can just have like you know, some steady income.
Like one sponsored Instagram post a month.
Right. She'll be fine. I'm not worried about her.
No, me neither.
Weirdly
And I
enough.
think Carter works.
And I also feel like she has like a low cost of living. Like I don't think she's high maintenance.
No, that's the thing about the Vanderpump Rules kids. Like no matter how much money they made, they still stayed in like shitty apartments with roommates.
Except for Stassi. Like she wears
she moved
designer
on up.
clothes and
But like they still have window units, you know what I mean?
for sure. But I think that's just like an LA thing.
No, I have window units. Everyone has window units.
Oh, I think I have window units
They just
too.
cover
They're
it.
just, like,
They just look
masked well.
fancy,
It
yeah.
just feels like
Yeah.
it's definitely not central air. I don't
Right.
have a thermostat.
No, like
that's so
legit-
interesting.
I know,
Duh.
legit everyone
How
has
would I even
window
go
units.
about not having window units, no
I
matter what
don't
show
know.
I'm on?
I saw an amazing apartment that didn't have window units or central air, and like it was a huge deal breaker.
What?
I know.
What, did it have a ceiling fan?
Nothing. You would have to bring in your own window units. I'm like, are you kidding me? You think I know how to do that?
How is that possible?
No, I know.
That's like Mad Men. They don't have AC, and the salesman comes to the house, and he was like, "Can I sell you some AC?" And they like don't know what it is, so they're like, "No."
Like I said this before, I am so grateful and glad to live in this world. Like a world where air conditioning exists, Uber exists, you don't have to rely on your feet to get you places, like where cars are aplenty. Like I'm very, very grateful for growing up in this age and this era, and I don't want to live in another era. And Ben says I say the word era weird.
Well, you know, it's your word to say weird.
How do you say it? ERA.
It depends what era or era.
The Mesozoic era.
The Mesozoic era is an era.
That's from
But
Friends.
like, it's the end of an era.
Yeah.
But it was the Mesozoic era.
That's true. That's so true.
So it just depends how you're,
On
what
the
you're
sentence.
saying. Yeah.
It was the end of an era. End of an era. Now I'm starting to say like garage, like you say it so many times, garage era, you know?
The garage era.
The era.
Anyways, that's our show, you guys. I hope you are more informed than when you sat down at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I know I am.
I'm Jackie Oshry at Jackie O Problems. I don't know why I struggle with that all the time.
Because people know who you are. It's like, stop faking
Yeah.
it. Also, reminder, we are doing podcast only tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Because we have some appointments with Sharon Geezy, and hopefully we'll show up on Thursday looking so different.
Hopefully.
That's the hope.
Can only hope.
And tickets to my shows are at girlwithnojob.com. Denver, I'm coming. And that's it.
That's exciting. You should go to Denver in the winter.
Yeah, you know, I was
that
trying to like Google like famous people from Denver, like local attractions in Denver.
Ben Higgins.
Is he really? Mm-hmm. He lives there?
I'm pretty sure. Unless he moved to LA. But
be-
I don't think he did.
To be with Ashley I?
To be with Ashley I. I'm still shook by this engagement. Like,
I
I
know.
just can't even tell you.
It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you this morning. The Morning Toast is a millennial morning show. We go live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time every weekday on Facebook, YouTube, and then as a podcast app. So make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and then leave a 5-star review on the podcast app about how beautiful, stunning, gorgeous we are and how amazing Claudia's voice is.
Actually, if you listen to the podcast, you might not even know what we look like. Isn't that interesting?
I mean, they definitely do.
But they might not.
No, but if you have the ability to like find a podcast,
No, totally.
you also have the ability to find an Instagram.
For sure.
I'd be hard-pressed to find one person who doesn't know what we look like, that listens to us.
Okay, if you are out there, podcast listener.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Thanks, guys. Love you.